Hey everybody, welcome back to another video, and this time we're going to talk a little bit about Cyberpunk 2077. Cyberpunk 2077, so CD Projekt Red, they put out an update for Cyberpunk yesterday, update 2.2, which went live yesterday. And I was checking out the update, and it's great. It's still great to see that the game getting, maintenance updates and new features still, right? They're not actively working on the game anymore. There's no active development, but they're still working on quality of life improvements and some interesting new gimmicks here and there. um so update 22.2 introduces a multitude of still fixes, quality of life improvements, but the main feature is this the crystal coat technology from Rayfield. So the ability for the pretty much for the car to change its color, right? So they are introducing it to a multitude of other cars in the game, and it looks amazing, right? So I was just trying it out, right? So here you have it, like, say this is my Quadra, and yeah, it's a red color. So while driving around, like, even if you're chased by cops, right, you can just hit Y on PC and then start changing the color of your car. I don't know. I could just do a maybe a lime yellow, greenish lime yellow, maybe a dark version, and then hit enter, and the car will just, and just like that. How cool is that? How cool is that? That is just so cool. And the neat thing is, like, even now Johnny will also randomly pop by while you're driving. He'll just show up and he'll just talk to you from time to time. So it feels a little more organic, and he doesn't just randomly just show up all in missions. He'll just randomly show up like every now and then as well. So like you always have someone to talk to as well. This is like really neat, right? And Cyberpunk will always be these games, like, which has this big what if moment, right? Back in 2020, what if they released this version of the game, this version 2, right? The big update which fixed everything, which made the game, or which made the game and brought the game to where it was supposed to be initially. Like, if they released this version of the game back in 2020, we'll all be telling a different story, right? Cyberpunk would have been one of the best games ever. It is the best. It is one of the best games, right? But it came a bit too late. And that is just a bit, like, it's sad to see, right? Like, this game, like, it deserved so much love at the very beginning. It should have been one of the greatest games ever to be made, right, back in 2020. And it's sad that they fumbled it. They fumbled the release. They shipped an unfinished product out, and yeah, I mean, we don't need to get into that saga. So, like, if this version of the game came out in 2020, no, hands down, definite game of the. I can't remember who were the game of the year nominees back in 2020, but it would have been at least a nomination, right? And won maybe a multitude of other awards as well. So yeah, it's crazy to see how far this game has come along. It has definitely been, if there's an award for true comeback moment, true comeback for a game, like an award, something like that, this would definitely win it. So so the true game actually came out in 2023, right? Pretty much that's when the entire game was properly fixed and people could finally play Night City, I think. But somewhere in between, like after somewhere the version 1 updates, the game was still good, in a good playable state, at least from a PC perspective. But yeah, so we got one amazing DLC as well. I finished the game 3 times. It still has good replayability value, right? I find myself coming back to Night City every now and then, driving by a little bit, doing a random NCPD response something here every now and then, and just randomly doing a gig here or something, right? It has highly replayable value. The story is still good to experience. The characters were amazing. None of the side missions felt repetitive. Like, they all had their each unique touch to it. Like, it was just amazing. So I mean, we got one big DLC as well, right? I played it once, and it was an amazing DLC. The DLC, it should have won an award or two somewhere. I'm pretty sure. I'm sure that should have been the case. Um, but like, I can't help but imagine, right? If they had shipped this version of Cyberpunk back in 2020, like, and then they would have had more time rather than focus having all this time. So basically, they spent like 2.5 years, right, on fixing the game. So rather than fixing the game, they would have had enough and more time to make maybe two big story DLCs, right? Just like they did with Witcher, right? So I can't just help and imagine, because I wouldn't mind getting one more story DLC in Night City, and it doesn't have to be V, right? It could be another character. It could be maybe uh, maybe it could be a DLC focused on something in the past with Johnny Silverhand as a playable character. I wouldn't mind, right? It would have been amazing, right, to play one like I want to play more story stuff in Cyberpunk, right? I can go and reload the story, do a few more story quests, maybe do the DLC with the different endings and things like that. I can do that, right? But I wouldn't mind experiencing something new at the same time, right? Because this is an amazing game. This was always an amazing game. It was supposed to be an amazing game back then as well, because yeah, but yeah, I'm just glad that the game is getting as much love as it is getting right now. uh it is it is it is deserving of it. And yeah, hopefully we get some more neat improvements. Hopefully, I don't know, I don't see it happening, but one can only hope, right? They just surprise devs just surprise us by dropping some couple of missions here and there for something, I don't know. But yeah, we'll see. Let me know what you guys think about Cyberpunk 2077, the state it is in now compared to back then. Are you guys enjoying it? Do you guys feel like Cyberpunk is a deserving game or not? Like, let me share your thoughts. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next live stream or video then. Till next time then. Bye bye.